tell you about the birds and the bees. Hoes flap when you whipping up a key. Don't stop till you froze up your sleeve. Young nigga just chase cheese. Whoa, young nigga just chase cheese. Hoes flap when you whipping up a key. Don't stop till you froze up.
Well, one thing I wanted to ask you, Pill, you know, it's always a solution. When I'm dealing with you, we always talk about the solution, the next step forward. With all this, like you said, there's still people building, there's still people working, there's still people, this shit ain't even affect nothing in their situation, and shit is still, like, people are still out there building. They may not do it on camera or talk about it, but I know you run into a lot of people that are working and that, you know. Basically what I'm asking is, what do you have in place now? What's like the next situation? Because people are going to want something just to constantly build, and to me it's all about the information, man. People want information that's going to help them live a better life.
Factsinitiative.com. Remember, I presented the Facts Initiative a long time. Why haven't the facts taken off? Because when nobody came to work, nobody came to help. Them motherfuckers been sabotaging. I said it before. My family got an embargo on it in our own community, meaning that the promoters just started reaching out to us personally. But before, I would never hear from nobody. I never got booked in my own city. Motherfuckers don't got no bag for us. I've never been booked in New York City with all of the work, with the millions of the views, with all of the accolades, with everybody like, yo, these brothers, my mother curing AIDS in the 80s. There's an embargo. Motherfuckers hate. You don't if you see the hate on camera, imagine what the hate is behind the scenes. Think about that shit. So Facts Initiative, we are creating a membership site. When the app, we got like I said, I got to deal with that app situation because motherfuckers done sabotaged the app. So the app had a membership icon in there where people could sign up for a membership. We have a paid membership, a red membership, a blue membership, and a purple membership. You will have access to content that you won't see on YouTube. Fuck YouTube. I love the family on YouTube, but after what I saw YouTube is about, I saw it before they started taking the money and they started shutting down accounts.
The corporations came together on it.
They done formed Voltron on it. I'm not advertiser friendly. You know what I'm talking about? They want to freeze accounts and all of that. So that means that we got to go into something like how they got the dark web. Where you got encrypted rooms. It's gonna get to that point, but for right now we have a membership site. We're gonna be responsible for the information that we disseminate, the topics that we talk about, because there's certain topics that I want to talk about, but I won't go on other platforms and talk about it because it's controversial. Nigga might get scared and shit. You know what I'm talking about? It's certain information that I want to build on that it takes a certain level of intellect to engage me with. That's why I love my brother Rich, because he you know, he got intelligent questions. So we're gonna work on our membership. We got our the membership site is factsinitiative.com. It's not even all the way done, but you can sign up. You can leave your email. You could basically, we got over 1,000 inquiries already for people that are ready to become part of the membership. Facts Initiative, in its capacity, consists of 30,000 members that are part of the network: food, art, clothing, technology, and shelter. And in those different networks, they're going to be making money with each other, building credit with each other, building institutions with each other, working on production and manufacturing and things of that nature with each other. It's not easy, family. You have no, I don't know if you could fathom all of the things me and my brother do on a daily basis, all of the things that I have to do on a daily basis to stay afloat and to do what I have to do so this whole shit don't crash. It's not easy, fam. So I'm looking for volunteers. I'm looking for people that I could trust. It's people that I thought that I could trust. I give them access to my website. They rob me. They rerouting, you know what I mean? They rerouting PayPals to they shit. All kind of shit done took place. But I understand because this shit is not regulated. These niggas never seen heads get bust. You feel me? They think so. When the whole environment is toxic, it's like the drug game. When they took out the top dogs, when they took out the leadership, all of these young niggas went crazy, even in the gang culture. So it becomes a free-for-all. So niggas coming, when I was young, you had the OGs regulating the block. When they took the OGs out, young niggas started coming outside, flinging packets, getting in the way, having shootouts, clapping fiends,
making
and all
up
of that,
their own rules.
raping fiends, running trains, and making up their own rules. So if you have a community, everybody sees the ratchetness, everybody sees the disrespect, everybody sees the fact that nobody gives a fuck about each other. What do you think they start doing? They start going wild in this bitch.
Selling crack to their mothers and all that other shit.
So I had a promoter that was
all that
selling,
crazy shit.
I ain't gonna blow him up, but I had a promoter that was a crack dealer family.
Damn.
I'm like, at what level did you feel comfortable, you know what I'm saying, booking niggas to do lectures, and this is what you into? How did it get to that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
How did it get to that? This shit's supposed to be pristine. So a purge is gonna take place, a cleansing has to take place. Niggas have to deworm and denigify from that energy. It's an energy. It's like that movie Fallen. This shit. It's a bitch ass energy. It's a whole ass energy jumping through niggas. It's a fuckboy energy that's jumping through niggas. It's not one person. It's an energy. So that energy is ever pervasive. Like I said, it has sickened, it has poisoned, and it has toxified the people who came innocently just to learn. They became trolls. Them niggas is like gremlins on fucking, you know what I mean?
Choosing sides.
I read some of the stuff that they write.
Man.
I'm like, yo, how do you feel like that? You're not saying, not fuck saying that, you're not doing that to your open enemy. Every week somebody's getting hung.
It's like, who are
or
you?
washed
like,
up.
Who are you to even say that?
I don't wake up to no work getting put in. And then when somebody put in work, you niggas throw them under the bus. So how could you say that to your next man and not say that to the other man? Somebody was trying to come around the other day talking about, yeah, niggas is their own worst enemy. I hate niggas and white people treat me better. I'm like, his brother, he shines shoes. I'm like, family, I live across the street from the fucking zoo. Nigga, when I go and see the lions is in a fake habitat, right? Amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? The elephants is in a fake habitat, a cave that these Europeans made up. They think that they in a Serengeti. So they roaring at each other, they moving each other out the way so the tourists could take pictures of them. You know what I mean? Niggas is flossing Simba and all of that flossing. Motherfucking, nah, let me get the picture. Let me get the picture from the white tourist. And I'm like, they don't realize that these motherfuckers put them in a cage. So they roaring at each other and they swatting tails on each other and moving each other out the way. Whereas the people on the outskirts is the motherfuckers that put your ass in this fake environment. How dare you say that the next line is the enemy of the other line when in the Serengeti y'all was all peaceful working with each other.
And if y'all had beef, y'all took care of it how y'all supposed to.
You got it into the Serengeti, but you're not even in your real environment.
Exactly, and y'all be
so
like,
your perception of who your enemy is not even real, fam.
That's crazy.
It's not even real. The motherfucker pulling the stringers on the outskirts working you niggas.
Yeah.
So I don't ever really want to hear that. There's overt and covert. Yeah. The person who could do the most damage to me is the one who could get closest to me. And yes, that will be somebody who looks like me. But if the popo want to pop up right now and run up on a kid, you know what I'm saying? I could do the shadow boxing. You know, they could get up on me if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you know, the majority of these race, the white boy went and sat down with the senator and the rest of the people and prayed with them in South Carolina. He murked them all because they let him close.
Damn.
So you better be aware of everybody coming up close to you. I don't give a fuck who they are. Friends, family, frenemies, motherfucking your teacher, your doctor, your lawyer, all of them is trying to put you in a box sometime in one way or another. Man, know thyself. I'm a loner these days. I promise you, I'm a fucking recluse. I don't go outside, and I go outside to do what I gotta do, but when I'm done, I'm in my room. I don't even talk to the people in my house like that. You feel me? I talk to my children. I'm not with my family members in my house. I talk to my father. We chop it up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in solitary confinement because I'm working on myself. I'm looking within. I don't trust nobody. I barely trust my fucking self sometimes. So that's what I'm dealing with. I'm not all smiling and beguiling around a bunch of fucking snakes that's trying to take you down, poison you, and do all kind of stuff. Nah, I ain't with that. I learn from, you know what I mean? I learn from watching other people get done dirty. I ain't with it. And the whole social media shit, that's becoming depressing. It feels like I'm inviting people too close to me. I'm thinking about moving away from that as well, because what's the benefit? Like, people is like, Pill, we learn from your memes. You know what I mean? We appreciate what you do. And I'm like, yo, I love y'all. I appreciate everything that y'all did. I appreciate the love. I appreciate doing what it do. You know what I mean? Y'all give me the life. Y'all make me feel like I'm worth something. You make me feel like my purpose is worth it. But at the end of the day, the environment is too toxic.
Yeah.
Scrolling through Instagram, I'm just getting depressed. Scrolling through FB, I'm like, I just want to fucking, I don't know what I want to do. Like, it's too much. Black people taking too many L's. I'm taking that shit personally.
Yeah.
I'm taking it personally. Because remember, we went through the era where we was like, we all one. It's all about us. And then they start murking all of us and washing us up. So now you feel it personally. You like, damn, that's my brother. Yeah. He's getting washed. And the militants that are in the community, these niggas ain't doing nothing. So we ain't even getting no fucking feedback. Put it like this. Find me a queen. Lock it down. You know what I'm talking about? You can't even trust that right now. That shit is going crazy.
Yeah.
They thotting super hard out here, bro.
Yeah.
Head dress, head wrap, it don't matter. Don't fall for the illusion. Don't fall for that's the facade. You gotta be able to, I'm running DNA tests right now.
That's the costume.
That's the costume, unfortunately, because we live in this filter, avatar society where everybody could just put on mask fucking off. Mask on, mask off. They could put on the mask. And they've studied the culture closely to where they can mimic the language. They clone the culture, so you don't know who to trust. You don't know who to trust. And I'm having trust issues. And that's a dangerous place for a Scorpio to be in. Because we'll go within our shell and not fuck with nobody.
Yep.
So that's where I'm at. I'm watching niggas. I'm watching shorties. I got my eyes out there. I'm paying attention. But I don't really see too much that, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo.
And Red Pill, man, like being in your position and like being, being out here in the streets talking to the people and, giving this type of information and speaking against, the powers that be and things of that nature, is like, I can understand what you're saying with the trust issue, because anything is a potential enemy, like they say in the Matrix. Anything is a potential Agent Smith, like. So, you know what I'm saying?
You got people
that
online.
Is kind of crazy.
You got people online getting into minute arguments, right? That turning into online bashing, or that turning into fuck you, nigga, suck my inviting people to your phallus, people talking about other people's mother. If you talk about my mother online, I'ma kill you, B. Straight like that. I'm not playing any games with these niggas. There's a nigga out there slick talking right now about my mama, playing games. So what they're doing is they're creating, this is Agent Provocateur, this is COINTELPRO 2.0 101. Remember, Coin, the bag, telecommunications. Then Vault 7 came out and told you everything is going through your, they're listening, watching, they know everything through the telecommunications, communications, Pro, the camera. Everywhere that you go is facial recognition. If they put you on the motherfucking kill list, you're not gonna be able to take the train. You're not gonna walk out of your house. Everything is, if they uploading your baby picture, they know who it is. You a rap. You a rap. How do they droning niggas out of the country off of facial recognition?
That's crazy.
And blowing the whole village up like, I don't care. We precogging them, meaning that they're getting rid of people before they become a potential threat. They're not even killing people who are putting in work. They're killing the threats. So here it is, you get into an online squabble. Everybody sees you beefing online. Then they send one of them people, because remember the dark web, you can hire hitmen. All of these people washing up in the river, drowning, all of the hangings, they are hiring Eastern European, Western European hitmen from the deep or the dark web with fucking bitcoins to come and knock you off. That's what's going on.
Real life hitmen killing people and some real shit.
That shit is super real.
Not no movie.
It's a lot of hits taking place. When I see the hit, I'm like, oh, that's a hit, right? And then the hood is doing hits.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this nigga some cookies, some Girl Scout cookies. I'm gonna give him a pound of Girl Scout cookies. A pound of Girl Scout cookies. He'll kill the whole family.
That's real. That's real. Dudes is clapping dudes for $700, $800, $900.
Yeah, $500.
I've seen and
easy.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact.
And we'll hit you and we'll take a selfie with the body, like.
Oh yeah, the
bring
new
it
age.
to you.
You seen the shit with Chicago when they ran up on all them dudes who was like kind of showing the coke, the guns, and then the actual cop was like, I appreciate everybody going on social media doing this. Y'all making our job easier.
Making our job easier. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we all basically, like you said,
like I said,
ourselves.
Conspiracy is you was online beefing with a nigga, and you said, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you. I'm gonna come and hit you with the chopper. That's a conspiracy charge. So if people are online, this is how the Panthers got bodied. This is how it happened in the 60s and the 70s. They was online, whatever line was back then, telegraphs or whatever, beefing with each other, and then the boys came in and started hitting. Malcolm was beefing with the nation, and then the boys came in and hit him up. So now if you online beefing and you going back and forth, they could come and wash you, and niggas would be like, oh, he sent him, I don't know who hit him, we just found the body. I know that, but they was beefing with each other online, and then somebody would come and wash him up, and now you got gang warfare going on in the community the same way that it took place in the 60s and 70s, and your movement is done.
Even on that level, like, you know,
Big,
creating
facts.
that whole bullshit to
Pac
now it's
Big.
like Biggie got killed, Pac killed, Pac, like, and now to this day you don't know who really killed who, but you know the government
said he knew who killed him.
Oh yeah, Whack 100.
So, fuck kind of shit is that?
You know what I'm saying?
So now you got all of that shit taking place. Like I said, people are working with each other. There's people who will be at war with each other, and they'll get together to take out a motherfucker who they both don't like, because that person may threaten their quote unquote. Remember, you got self-anointed, self-appointed niggas in this community who they was like, the people didn't call them a leader, the people didn't appoint them, they appointed themselves.
Yeah.
So that's egotism on levels, you know what I'm saying, that you have to be careful of, because you're now in the rain, you're now swimming in the waters of, you know what I'm saying, sociopaths. Sociopathic behaviors, narcissistic personality disorder. Motherfuckers is multiple people at once. You know what I mean? You seen the movie Split?
Yeah.
Shit dangerous.
23 personalities.
Niggas is dangerous out here. So you gotta stay clear of the setup. You gotta stay clear of the motherfucking, you know what I mean? These niggas is out here setting niggas up. You gotta steer clear of that. And what you gotta do is you gotta do the work. You know what I mean? And you got to keep that shit at a certain level where you don't have to worry about certain things interfering with what it is that you got to do. You know what I mean? It's not easy. It's a tightrope. It's not easy at all. You know what I'm saying? I applaud all of those who are able to stay level-headed and to keep a clear mind and to keep a clear path and to stay out of the toxicity, to stay out of the water. You know, and if need be, you just gotta leave this shit completely alone and come back when the smoke clears. Cause, you know, it's dangerous out here now. It's gotten to that place. And why? Was there any money involved? You know what I mean?
I think, like you said, it was all ego.
I was taught that if a nigga shed blood, covet your wife, and take bread from you, then that's the prerequisites to drama or beef. You know what I mean? So, you know, what's taking place? Well, you know, niggas is taking money. I've heard about niggas taking money.
Yeah, and right now too, you see everybody tearing each other down personally. This ain't even about your information no more. This is about you as a man, as how you moving. Like most of the conversations is like about some personal shit. Yeah, like, you know what I mean, tearing each other down, saying, "Oh, this person got..."
The four evils that they said that you have to behead. It included jealousy and envy. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, in order for somebody, like I said, it's homoerotic in its nature, where you can't study. Men should not be God damn it, just go to the hand.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, what's wrong with these niggas? Like, you.
All that sneak this in, doing
Like,
shit, trying to get niggas
I don't
caught
come
up,
from that
locked
world.
up, or
I don't
whatever the
come
case
from that
is.
world. I don't come from that world, so I can't really speak for it. Even behind walls, even in the jail system, you can't pop off the mouth too much.
Yeah.
Nigga gonna see you at chow. He gonna see you at court. He might even sign up and go into your dorm.
Yeah.
Certain niggas was like, yo, bring me in the dorm. The minute I get in, I'm gonna pop off. I'm gonna take the phones, pop off on niggas, and I'm out of there. Even if I get cut, I'm shooting my way out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to get the op. So, you know, that is the gross side of social media. That's the negative of social media. The movie American Gods, or the TV show American Gods, shows you the internet God. You understand? The internet God is a new God versus an old God. A lot of you old niggas God. Black magic matters, like I always said. There's a trap God. There's a motherfucking God. There's a God that the gangsters use. There's a God that the motherfucking homos use. There's a God that the pedophiles use. There's gods. There's different gods out there. What God are you feeding with your fuck shit? That's the question. What God are you niggas feeding with that fuck shit?
And they got them succubuses too. That's taking your whole
incubuses,
make you give your whole life and everything to them, and they take your whole soul and being.
So some people may be possessed and they need an exorcism. You know what I mean? Some people need to be sat the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Because they're a detriment to themselves and the whole community at large, and humanity for that case, on some Trump shit. This is a great reflection of what we're seeing in our community of what's going on in the theater of politics any fucking way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Carelessness. Who gives a fuck? No.
I said it before. He's going to terraform the mentality of everybody around him, as you see with the scandals, with the he don't got to answer to nobody, with the motherfucking covering up for the crimes, with the motherfucking misogynistic, with the egotistical attitude.
Do what thy wilt.
With the do what thy wilt. All of that has done what? Has motherfuckers moved away from that, or have they conformed? The narcissistic personality disorder complexes that he exemplifies on levels, the slick talk, the linguistic skill shots, where you just talk your way out of a lot of bullshit, where you're blatantly red-handed fucking wrong. You're seeing that shit on multiple levels, bro. Where you're using your money to buy people out, where you're using your money as a perceived notion to make people fear you or not call you the fuck out for doing fuck shit, nigga? Like, come on, B. This shit is gross at this point. I would not, like, my son is with me now at the event. It was fuckboy free all day. I would not expose him to any of that. I would definitely encourage the family not to expose your child, your daughter or your son, your teenagers or your young adults. Don't expose your big homie to this shit. Don't expose your fiance. Don't expose anybody to this shit, because it's sickening at the end of the day. You're gonna have to explain too much to them for them to really understand what's going on. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell them at the end of the day. And this shit is addictive. Once you get a hit, you want more. So it's hard to be like, yo, get off of that pipe. Get off of that, you know what I mean? Get off of that needle. You know what I mean? Drop it where like it's hot. It's hard.
Pill, I wanted to end it on this. What's the advice you give to those, you know what I mean, who are coming in, whether they're teachers, whether, you know, dudes want to try to be leaders, or, you know, because when they see this, there's always going to be somebody trying to pick up the mantle and come through next. There's always a new generation or somebody who's up next to push the wave. You know what I'm saying? What advice do you have for those coming in? Or
first of all, have a master teacher who has you come in as a master student. You can't come in through the internet. You can't come in just popping up, your ass downloading, and here you are. You have nobody to answer to. You have no parental figure. You have nobody who you respect. You can't come in and win with that attitude. You need orientation. As you can see, people who came in with no orientation, this nigga's out here rogue agents freelancing. Don't come in like that. It's gonna be a bumpy fucking road. I don't care how many followers you accumulate. I don't care. You just accumulating multiple followers. So when they see you niggas die on the cross, you just died in front of 1 million people versus 10. The recipe for disaster has already been motherfucking drawn. So peep what works for people and what doesn't work for them, and you know what I mean, try to work for, you know what I mean, be selfless in your work. Work for the people. Do your job. Your works and your action and your deeds is going to speak to who you are. Not the shit that you talking about. Know I'm talking about? Not the information that you are parakeeting that somebody else already brought decades ago.
Okay. Yeah.
The regurgitation of old shit. Not none of that. It's the works and the deeds. If you say that you're gonna do something, do it. If you say that you out here banging on niggas and you gonna body something and you gonna lay it down for the people, you know what I'm saying? And while the people are getting laid down, you need to step up and do something. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you are here to help in any way, shape, or form, just help. And put in at least 5 years before you start self-appointing, self-anointing yourself, because I've been here for 10 years. I've seen niggas come and go. It's not a secret. People don't last in this long. So people could come in, pardon me, and this shit is so intoxicating because of the level of energy and the level of exposure and the level of love, you know what I mean, and a level of respect that you'll get from the people, and people could make that it could go to your head and make you big-headed real fucking quick, and then you lose sight of your purpose, or you start switching up your purpose in mid-flight. And I mean, you know, sometimes switching up your purpose, if you find a better purpose, that's not necessarily a sin. Yeah, that's not necessarily wrong, but you know, make sure that you benefiting somebody other than yourself. It could be people that's coming in and they're like, yo, I ain't doing this for nobody but my seeds. And to be honest with you, I could respect that honesty.
But be honest.
But be honest, let the people decide if they want to, you know, feed that ego, or if they want to support that claim. And if they do, then the precipice is on them.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
Exactly. Because at least you up front.
At least you up front. So the precipice is on them. So I don't necessarily, you know, that's something that people are allowed to be who they want to be, because going back to what I said, it's the path of enlightenment. I'm on the path of enlightenment. I'm here to do the work. You know what I mean? I'm doing community service for my people, but at the end of the day, there's gonna come a time in the day where I got to leave, because I have obligations to people who are created in this physical realm that supersedes my personal obligations. Like, they come before me.
Fact,
I gotta sacrifice myself for them. So there's gonna come a day and a time where I won't have the time to do what I'm doing right now. You know how much I sacrificed to do this shit in his life? You know what I'm saying? You know how much time I had to sacrifice being with him when I was on the radio every Tuesday and Friday from 9 to midnight? You know what I'm saying? And all of the traveling and all of the stuff that I had to do, like, I'm not gonna be able to do that all my life.
That's real shit.
You know what I'm saying? So if you come in and you do the work and you accomplish some things, and you have people who want to follow you and they want to build with you and they want to invest in you, then do you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Kudos. That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But the only leader that you have is yourself. Lead yourself. Don't let no man or no woman who's infallible and flawed come and try to be your goddamn leader. How fucking whack is that? How weak are you? You know what I'm saying? I know people need father figures and mother figures and role models and stuff like that, and that's cool, but you know, my master teachers told me that the era of leaders is done and gone, and I believe them. I know this for a fact, you know what I'm saying? Because it's about the personal leader that you see within yourself, and you know, you can, you know, if you let yourself down, or if you find out that you a fuck nigga, you know what I'm saying? When you looking further into yourself further, well, that's something that you'll deal, that you just got to deal with that.
That's real talk,
but that's
man.
still, you know what I mean? You have the opportunity, and the key to that, or the power in that is this: when you figure that out, guess what? You have the power to change that. You're not gonna change nobody else. How the fuck you think you could change another person to conform to what you want them to be, or you want them, how you want them to talk, or what you want them to talk about, or how fast you want them to move? It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You responsible for you and yours. That's it.
So Pill, man, once again, always appreciate you, you know what I mean, giving the people the proper food that they need for their mind, man. And
shout out to the battle rappers. Even the battle rappers. I be following them on Twitter.
Yeah.
Even they got respect
that's
for
a
each
fact.
other, and they follow a certain law, a certain kind of, you know.
And this is a sport of verbal altercation. This is a sport.
This is a sport where he'll get on stage and talk about, you know what I mean, boning your daughter.
But they still have restrictions though, especially depending on who they battling, who they respect. They're not willing to just because I've seen battlers in the back, like they're not really going as far as they really can, or as far as because some of them be like, nah, I got too much respect.
Yeah.
Even if I don't like them, I still got enough respect and not talking about
pound up
his
afterwards.
That
Shit make me feel
Real
good.
talk, real talk.
Some of those battles where I'm like, damn, I'm ready to get the chopper and help out. And I see them pound up. I'm like, oh shit, that's what's up.
Yeah,
it was sport. It was sport.
It was sport.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So if they could do it, why we can't? If they could do it, why didn't we? It ain't about why we can't, because you can't unsee certain things. It already is done.
It's happening.
It's done.
Yeah. And it's happening.
Oh, my bad. I'm not going to do it anymore. No, nigga, you did it. You done. That's your legacy. It's with you. You're not going to, you know what I'm saying? You can't, these are niggas, and they're not de-niggifying. They're going to say, I'm going to de-niggify because I'm losing support. I'm going to not be a nigga because I'm just going to, that's feel-goodism. That's, nigga, that's game.
Yeah.
You showed your true colors, nigga. We see fangs.
Yeah.
So you can't unfang this shit. What's done is done. I would just tell people, you know what I mean? You are your savior. You are your leader. Learn from the mistakes that other people have made and don't repeat them yourself. You know, if you comfortable with your big brother or your father figure being a ratchet fuckboy, then go with it. You know what I mean? You know, some people come from conditions in life, and some people are even coming from, I've traveled around America. Some people come from environments where that's the fucking norm. So it's nothing for them to be like, nah, that's my nigga, rain, sleet, or shine. Hey, that's what it is. But for the quality of membership, for the people who want to rise into their higher selves, for the people who want to raise up their star seeds to be respectable to their elders, to their parents, to some kind of authority and rule, and they want to really nation build, and they really want to get out of this fucking toxic pool, and they really want to take themselves and be able to go amongst a festival like that and to function in a healthy manner, then I would say to you, you know, just, you know, stay, you know, whoever is vibrating on your with you as being real, whoever's vibrating with you as being sincere, whoever's vibrating, because I personally, I would never try to profess to be some fucking kind of perfect human being where I'm not infallible and I don't have flaws and I don't have shit that I need to clean up and I don't got things that I need to perfect in both business, personal, and other things. I'm a work in progress every fucking day. My son could tell you that. He get fed up with me a lot. You know what I'm saying? And my son, right? Remember, I didn't have to teach my son how to crawl. I didn't have to teach my son how to suckle the breast of his mother. I didn't have to teach my son how to be a child. My son taught me how to be a fucking parent. I benefited the most out of this deal. You understand? So he's still teaching me how to be a better parent as well as my daughter, as well as other children that I'm around by other people. So I'm learning to be a better person every single day through my interactions with the people who I choose to be around, whether it's the fucking snakes, whether it's the tigers, whether it's the bears, whether it's the lions, it don't matter. We in the motherfucking zoo. You feel me? So I'm learning from these animals, and I'm cool with it. But at the end of the day, when you finish learning your lesson, you gotta move on to a higher class. You gotta move on to a higher school of knowledge and thought. So I'm preparing myself to move on to a higher school, a higher class, and that class is gonna be smaller than the class that I come from, and I'm cool with that. Alright? Love and light to the family, peace.
Hey, niggas know where you rest at. I stress that, cause that'll be where you can stretch that. Let's bet that. Shit ain't always what it seem, homie. This real talk. Shit ain't always what it seem in New York. Hey, yo, this nigga named Gat killed black in cold blood, broad daylight. Showered homie with shot to let the town know what May like. Black was like his brother, man. I swear he would've died for him. Put his hand on the Bible and told a lie for him. Black was kinda loyal to a boy. He let the drug.
All my wrists is frogs. All my